Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am happy to welcome you all for our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. Class 10, Subject Biology, Unit 16, Plant and Animal Hormones. Today, we are going to discuss about adrenal gland. What is this, children? Can you guess? Yes, exactly. It is kidney. A pair of kidney is located in the abdominal region. Okay. So, adrenal gland is a gland is located on above the kidney. Okay. So, adrenal glands are located above each kidney and they are also called as suprarenal glands. The outer part of the adrenal gland is called cortex, while the inner part is called medulla. The outer part of the adrenal gland is called cortex, while the inner part is called medulla. These two, outer part and inner part, they are structurally and functionally different. Okay. So, they have a distinct part. Adrenal gland has two distinct parts. They are cortex and medulla. These two parts are structurally as well as functionally they are different. See the picture of kidney. This is the kidney. This part is called adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is located on the top of the kidney. This is the enlarged portion. Enlarged portion of adrenal gland. There are two distinct parts. The outer part is called cortex and inner part is called medulla. This outer part and inner part are structurally and functionally they are different. Okay. Now, we are going to see the outer part, that is adrenal cortex. The adrenal cortex consists of three layers of cell. Three layers. They are, listen children, zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata and zona reticularis. So, there are three layers, three different layers of cells. The first layer is zona glomerulosa and then fasciculata, zona fasciculata and zona reticularis. Then hormones of adrenal cortex. The hormones secreted by adrenal cortex are corticosteroids, that is glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. Functions of adrenocortical hormone, glucocorticoids. The glucocorticoids secreted by zona fasciculata are cortisol, very important, cortisol and corticosterones. They regulate the cell metabolism. As we discussed earlier, metabolism is nothing but reactions. A process, a reaction takes place within the body, within the cells. So, this hormone regulates the cellular metabolism. Metabolism is divided into catabolism and anabolism. You know very well, anabolism is nothing but step up process. Catabolism is nothing but broken down, break complex substance is broken down into smaller subunits. So anabolism and catabolism both collectively called as catabolism. So this hormone, glucocorticoids hormone, regulate the cellular metabolism. The next one, it stimulates the formation of glucose from glycogen. In the previous class we discussed about endocrine gland, endocrine part of pancreas. The beta cells of islets of Langerhans secretes insulin hormone. Clear? Alpha cells produce glucagon and beta cells produce insulin. Insulin converts the excess glucose into glycogen, and glucagon hormone converts the glycogen into glucose. Okay, see here, it stimulates, means glucocorticoid stimulates the formation of glucose from glycogen. Glycogen is usually stored in the liver as well as in the adipose tissue. So this hormone stimulates the conversion of glycogen into glucose. The next one, this hormone, glucocorticoid hormone, is an anti-inflammatory. It plays a very role in the anti-inflammatory as well as anti-allergic agent. Clear, children? The next we move on to mineralocorticoids. The mineralocorticoids secreted by zona glomerulosa is aldosterone. It helps to reabsorb sodium ions from the renal tubules. So during the urine formation, mechanism of urine formation, sodium ions are reabsorbed by the renal tubules. For this action, it is controlled by the mineralocorticoid hormone. So this hormone helps in reabsorption of mineral ions, reabsorption of sodium ions in the renal tubules. It also involved in the causes excretion of potassium ions. It causes increased excretion of potassium ions. So then it regulates electrolyte balance, body fluid volume, osmotic pressure and blood pressure. So main function, the mineralocorticoids regulate the electrolyte balance, body fluid volume, osmotic pressure and blood pressure. The next one is adrenal medulla. So again I am telling, adrenal gland is composed of outer cortex and inner medulla. So clear? The cortex and medulla both are structurally and functionally different. Now adrenal medulla. The adrenal medulla is composed of chromaffin cells. The name of the cell is called chromaffin cells. They are richly supplied with the sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves. Hormones of adrenal medulla. Adrenal medulla secretes two different hormones. The first one is epinephrine. Children, listen carefully. Epinephrine. The other name for epinephrine is adrenaline. Second one is norepinephrine. The other name for norepinephrine is noradrenaline. They are together, epinephrine as well as the norepinephrine, together called as emergency hormone. This hormone secretes only during the emergency situation. Okay. It also it is produced during the conditions of stress. So this hormone also produced during the conditions of stress and emotion. Hence it is referred to as flight, F-L-I-G-H-T, flight, fright, F-R-I-G-H-T, fright, and fight, F-I-G-H-T, fight hormone. So in short it is called as 3F hormone. One more question. Among the different hormone, which hormone is said to be 3F hormone? So the hormones of adrenal medulla, that is epinephrine and norepinephrine, they are collectively called as emergency hormone. This hormone is said to be 3F hormone. Okay, so it is produced during the stress and emotion condition. If you are writing the examination, if you forgot the answer, means on that time this particular hormone is synthesized. So during the stress or some in emotion situation, the hormone epinephrine as well as the norepinephrine is produced or synthesized, and also it is said to be it is referred to as flight, fright and fight hormone. In short, it is called as 3F hormone. Functions of adrenal medulla. Functions of adrenal medullary hormones. The first one is epinephrine, also called as adrenaline. It promotes the conversion of glycogen to glucose in liver and muscles. So this hormone also converts the glycogen into glucose. Usually, which hormone converts the glycogen into glucose? Very good, glucagon. Glucagon hormone. That glucagon hormone is synthesized by alpha cells of pancreas, islets of Langerhans. Clear? So this hormone also promotes the conversion of glycogen to glucose. Usually glycogens are stored in the liver as well as in the muscles. Okay. So conversion of glycogen to glucose, and the epinephrine promotes the action. What action? The conversion of glycogen into glucose. Next one, it increases the heartbeat. Epinephrine increases the heartbeat and blood pressure. Third point, it increases the rate of respiration by dilation of bronchi and trachea. So that epinephrine increases the rate of respiration. How it happens? That particular hormone dilates the bronchi as well as the trachea. Then fourth point, it decreases blood flow through the skin. So these are the main functions of epinephrine. Then we move on to norepinephrine. Other name for norepinephrine is noradrenaline. So most of its actions, so all the actions are similar to that of the epinephrine. So epinephrine and norepinephrine, the actions are same only. Clear? Then we move on to next gland, reproductive gland. Reproductive gland is also called as gonads. See, gonads. The sex gland, also called as reproductive gland, are two types. They are, the first one is the testis and the ovary. The testes are present in male and ovaries are present in females. So testes and ovaries, these two are the sex gland. Okay? Yes. Next, now we move on to testis, the male gland. Testes are present in the male organ. Okay, in the male. So testes are the reproductive gland of the males. They are made up of seminiferous tubules, Leydig cells and Sertoli cells. Leydig cells form the endocrine part of the testis. So this particular cells, the Leydig cells alone synthesize hormone. Okay, and so it is said to be the endocrine part of the testis. So Leydig cells forms the endocrine part of the testis. They secrete, they means the Leydig cells of the testis secretes the male sex hormone called testosterone. Very important, this is a male sex hormone. The male sex hormone called testosterone is synthesized by Leydig cells of testis. Clear, children? Very good. Now, functions of testosterone. Testosterone is the name of the hormone, male sex hormone. This hormone is synthesized by Leydig cells of testis. Clear? Yes. The first function, it influences the process of spermatogenesis. What is spermatogenesis, children? Wherever you hear the word genesis means formation. Genesis means formation. Spermatogenesis means formation of sperm. So this hormone plays a vital role in the formation of sperm. Like, see, it influences the process of spermatogenesis. Okay. Second function, it stimulates protein synthesis and controls muscular growth. And third point, it is responsible. It means that hormone. What hormone? Testosterone. Testosterone is responsible for the development of secondary sexual characters. So what is secondary sexual characters? Yes, change of voice. While you are studying in 5th standard, you are so small, you are so little, your voice is so sweet. Okay, so once we grown up, now we are all studying in 10th standard, you became adult, now your voice is changed, air grow throughout the body. So these are all the secondary sexual characters. So this hormone, testosterone, is responsible for the formation, for the development of secondary sexual characters. That is distribution of hair on body and face, and also you have a deep voice. So these are the some of the examples of secondary sexual characters. Okay, so this hormone testosterone plays a very important role in the formation of secondary sexual characters. Okay, then ovary. Ovary, this is singular. Usually female body have 2 ovary. So it is said to be plural form ovaries. The ovaries are the female gonads located in the pelvic cavity of the abdomen. They secrete the female sex hormone, 2 sex hormone. One is estrogen, another one is progesterone. Children, listen very carefully. Estrogen. See how I am pronouncing? Estrogen. The second one is progesterone. Repeat once again. Progesterone. Very good. So estrogen is produced by Graafian follicles. Have you heard the word Graafian follicle, children? No? See. Think that it is a ovary. I said a pair of ovaries located in the pelvic cavity of the abdominal region. Right? A pair of ovary. This is one ovary. This is called primary follicle. The primary follicle is converted into secondary follicle, and then it is changed into tertiary follicle, then this is called a mature Graafian follicle. Okay. So the rupturing of Graafian follicles to release ovum, mature egg, that is called ovulation. See here, estrogen is produced by Graafian follicles. This is Graafian follicles. So estrogen is produced by Graafian follicles of the ovary, and then whereas the progesterone hormone is produced by or synthesized by corpus luteum. Corpus luteum, once the ovary is released, the Graafian follicles rupture, the ovum is released, the mature egg is released, then it is changed as rupturing of Graafian follicles to release ovum. Now it becomes corpus luteum. Once the ovum is released from the Graafian follicles, it is empty. Now it changed as corpus luteum. This is a temporary endocrine organ. So this corpus luteum secretes an hormone called progesterone. Once again I am telling, estrogen is produced by the Graafian follicles, while the progesterone is from the corpus luteum that is formed in the ovary after the rupturing of Graafian follicles during ovulation. Clear? Functions of estrogen. It brings about the changes that occurs during puberty. It initiates the process of oogenesis. Oogenesis means formation of ovum. Ovum means egg. Okay. It stimulates the maturation of ovarian follicles in the ovary. Finally, fourth point, it promotes the development of secondary sexual characters in female. What is secondary sexual character? The development of breast, change of voice, high, that means high pitch voice, etc. So this hormone, what hormone? Especially the progesterone hormone as well as the estrogen hormone. This hormone, estrogen hormone, promotes the development of secondary sexual characters. Then functions of progesterone. It is responsible for the premenstrual changes of the uterus. It prepares the uterus for implantation of the embryo. It maintains pregnancy. It is essential for the formation of placenta. Placenta is nothing but a temporary endocrine part. Okay. So, during the pregnant time, this particular organ, the placenta, is formed just near to the uterus. So, progesterone has 4 important functions. First one is, it is responsible for the premenstrual changes in the uterus. It prepares the uterus for implantation. It maintains pregnancy, and also it is essential for the formation of placenta. Then last one is thymus gland. Thymus gland is partially endocrine. Endocrine means one part of the gland secretes what? Hormones, endocrine, and partially they are lymphoid glands. It is located in the upper part of the chest, covering the lower end of trachea. See here, the upper part of the chest covering the lower end of trachea. Thymosin, the name of the hormone. Thymosin is the hormone secreted by thymus. Functions of thymosin. It has a stimulatory effect on the immune function. It stimulates the production and differentiation of lymphocytes. Lymphocytes means it is of 2 types, that is B lymphocytes, another one is T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes also called as B cell, and this is called as T cell. So, this thymosin stimulates the production of and differentiation of lymphocytes. This thymosin stimulates the B cells and T cells to produce antibody. If any foreign substance invade our body, means this thymosin stimulates the B cells to secrete antibody. So, this antibody goes and finds the antigen, and finally it kills the antigen. Okay. Thank you children. We will see in the next class.